Oh my God, it's your girl Shay Renee. When I tell y'all I was running and rushing today. You see, yes, Lord have mercy, baby, because I'm almost running out of time. I said this ain't gonna be no real lengthy live, but y'all get in here and I'm ready to talk this Tyler Perry talk with y'all. Period. Okay, cause listen, Tyler Perry is being sued. Mm. Oh my God. I said, okay, this one here, he punched the gas on it. This man wants 260 million big ones from Tyler Perry. You see? I said, okay. His lawyer said, think big. So shout out to that. The lawyer was thinking big. I said, who is the attorney? Is it Tyrone? Did you call Tyrone like Erykah Badu said? Child, did you hit up Tyrone Blackburn? Now nothing against it, nothing against it. I'm just asking. Cause Tyrone is he like your girl Shay Renee. Shout out to that. He here, he there, he everywhere like me to get to see. Okay. So anyway, word on curb is a man by the name of Derek Dixon is suing Tyler Perry, okay? For as harassment. I'm sorry, y'all, I'm hungry. As harassment, assault, and according to him, career retaliation, okay? Because he works for Tyler, okay? Let me see if I can get that up there real quick. See that right there real quick. Now, let me just say, I have to tell y'all off the rip. I believe this man, okay? Listen, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I believe him. You see, it just is what it is. And listen, y'all know I don't have no problem telling y'all why. It is what it is. I believe this man, y'all, because Tyler Perry, he provided messages, okay, between him and Tyler Perry, okay? And the truth be told is Tyler Perry crossed the line one too many times, okay, for me, period. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna be somebody boss, be somebody boss, okay? That's the thing. Like, so many things can be avoided. People be trying to find some type of cheat code in life, kind of like I told y'all with Diddy. Diddy found himself in this situation because I guess traditionally he don't want to be in a traditional relationship. Well, find another type of relationship to be in. But according to the police, though, you're not gonna keep being in the ones that you in. Yeah. If you let the feds tell it, though, you're not gonna keep being in that kind. So yeah. Same thing with Tyler Perry. If I'm Tyler Perry, I don't want to sleep with my talent. You see, in fact, I want to listen. If I'm Tyler Perry, I want to be all outside of that. You see? Yeah. Shout out to that. Like, I wouldn't want to sleep with my talent. I wouldn't want to sleep with the people that work for me. Absolutely not. Don't it sound messy? Just off the rip, don't it sound messy? Like, why would a boss want to sleep with their employees? I mean, hold on. Outside of the fact that, like, seemingly you can't control yourself. Seemingly you can't control yourself. I mean, let's just keep it real. Okay? I don't care what nobody says. It's tacky, you know? And I just feel like a boss, or let me just say this, the CEO of a company or the owner of a company should not be messing with the employees, okay? Unless you hired your wife or you hired your husband or, you know, something like that. Other than that, you would think that work is work, right? And this is this, right? I want to separate that. You know what I'm saying? Like hey, y'all, I appreciate y'all for jumping in my comments. Don't forget to hit the like button, okay? Shout out to that, and shout out to you too. Now listen, I'm telling y'all out the rip, I believe this man. It is what it is. Case closed, and I'm not gonna argue about it. Now, if you don't believe him, fine, good for you. I'm not trying to convince you of, none of that. It just is what it is. What do you mean by that? Nathan, you gotta explain. What do you mean by that? Because no, to me, you shouldn't be involved with your employees, period. You see? Yeah. And if I'm Tyler Perry, like I said, like work would be work. Work is so time consuming. Why wouldn't you want to date somebody that's outside of that? Baby, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's not looking too good for you, okay? It's not looking too good for you. It is what it is. I understand you the boss and all of that. But like, you're going to have to look outside of them desires. Yeah, I said you're going to need to have a little bit of control, like Janet Jackson said. So shout out to that. Your husband. No, your husband. If you hire your husband. So like, let's say a husband start a company today. It's cool for him to hire his wife. That's absolutely fine. But don't go looking for a wife inside of your company. Like, to me, that's weird. Like, if love finds you there, cool. But I think it's messy, you know? You understand? You understand? You see? I feel like it's real messy, okay? And Tyler Perry brought all this on himself. Now, hold on. Tyler did too many things for this not to be true. That's how I feel about it. I feel off the rip, the harassment part has been proven, if you ask me. That's just, okay? Okay, I'm just giving y'all the news. The news is Tyler Perry is being sued by a man named Derek, okay, Dixon, who actually works for him, works on one of his shows. Hey, y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Now, and subscribe, okay, if you haven't already. Welcome. You welcome here. I want you here, so shout out to that. Tyler Perry just did too many things wrong. And if you ask me, the harassment part of it has been proven. First of all, Tyler Perry sent this man a picture of himself. Why? Somebody say why? No, but for real, seriously, like, why are you texting your employee? First, why are you even texting your employee? Haven't you made it? I mean, made it. You know, to the point where, like, you not the first point of contact. Like, if I'm Tyler Perry, I could tell you right now, I don't want to be texting my actors or any actors. It just seems like Tyler should have somebody else to do that. Okay, it is what it is. But text him a picture of himself. The man responded with nice picture. Tyler gonna say nice picture? Question mark. The man was like, okay, well, great, amazing, awesome picture. I'm like, oh Lord. Like, if this is how it gotta be, I don't know if I can make it. You see? Yeah, because I'm not doing all of that. You know, like, nice picture should have been enough. And he gonna say, Tyler gonna text him, you don't see the stud in that picture? First of all, why are you calling yourself a stud to your with your employee? Why? Somebody say why in the comments. Like, okay. Another boundary. Cross. You being weird. You shouldn't even be texting your employee while all these people saying they don't believe this man. Come on now. Come on now, what's not to believe? And I said, I bet you any kind of money that man probably want to be like, well, damn. He probably want to leave you on red. But he just said something. You know what I'm saying? And nice pick wasn't enough. I guess Tyler Perry wanted him to say he was fine as hell. You see? Just inappropriate. 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 It is what it is. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I believe this man. And I'll take it a step further. Tyler needs to learn to control himself. That's nasty. That's gross. For real. It is. That's nasty and that's gross. You should never hire somebody like, you know what I'm saying, with the intent to like mess with them. You know, like ultimately, I want to mess with you. That's why I'm giving you a job. Like, do you see the creep in that? Like, it's. So then Tyler Perry sent him this long text message of basically saying nothing, y'all. Just buttering the man up. Okay, if you ask me, that's all he was doing. He was buttering him up, talking about Netflix, all of this, just making a whole lot of nothing type of promises. Just, you know, to me, just kind of throwing his weight around and making promises. You know what I'm saying? That I feel like it was up to the man, you know, whether he was gonna keep them or not. But I'm actually proud of this man for standing up for himself and like going after his coin. It just is what it is. Like, listen, sometimes you got people in life who gonna walk away and just go away. You know, like people who avoid conflict, and then you got some people who like, nah, because you shouldn't have tried me. You see, and this man, he feel like Tyler Perry shouldn't have tried him, and I agree too. Period. I agree too, and I feel like Tyler put himself in this position. It just is what it is. He gonna text him, you know what I cook? The man was like, spaghetti, cake. Tyler Perry gonna text him back, you. And then gonna text him, I'm just talking ish. I'm drunk. You see? Trying to pretend, like blame it on the alcohol. That's you see, that's just what he was doing right there. He was trying to blame it on the alcohol. Again, why are you texting this man, dog, Tyler? Why? Why are you texting this man? Why you don't have an assistant or somebody that could reach out to him? Why don't you have your stuff a little bit more professional? You see? Hey. I know that's right. Shout out to all of y'all for jumping in my comments. Okay. Yes, indeed. So then the man said, so then Tyler asked him, what is it going to get you to have some guiltless singing? You know, the S word. And the man said, giving up my religious guilt. And Tyler Perry allegedly texted him back. First of all, this is all alleged, okay? I don't know. I'm here, there, everywhere, you see, to get the tea. But I wasn't here, you see. I said I just wasn't here. But, again, hold on. So then Tyler Perry texts him and said, I got friends in their 50s and 60s still dealing with that. And it's sad. I'm like, what's the point about that, Tyler? What's your point? What's your point? You trying to tell him that he could get the 50 and 60 and still not be ready to have an S word with a man? Like, I mean, what are you getting at? Like, please, drive it home. I'm going to need you to, get to the point. You see? You sound like you trying to talk him into it. I said you was just trying to talk him into it. That's what it sounds like. And then, so the man said, then Tyler Perry told him, you can have freedom from guilt and still believe in Christ. And I'm like, oh, okay, so that's what you do, Tyler? Is that what you do? Just, you see? I'm just saying, like, is that what you do? You know? You still believe in Christ, but you a top. You see, behind closed doors, you a top. Yeah, okay, let's talk about it. That you see, according to this man, that's what Tyler Perry said. Uh, so then he said, Tyler Perry asked him, "How's your no?" Like, in other words, do you know how to say no? Because in Hollywood, like in this business, you gonna need a strong no. And I'm like, Tyler, you should already know what his no is like. Like, he keep, you see, he giving it to you on the cool. He if he was going, he'd have been left. He not Tyler. He don't want to go with you. It is what it is. He don't want to go with you. It's crazy too because some people just think they can have anything they want. I was finna say, some people with money think they can have anything they want, but no, some people just think they can have anything that they want, and that's including people. And like, you see, you just gonna get yourself in trouble with that. You know, you just gonna get yourself in trouble with that because everything you want isn't gonna want you. And clearly, that's what's going on here with Tyler and his YT man, okay? And then, so the man text Tyler, which I don't think he was playing, even though he said he was. Nah, you not playing. You not really playing. You not. He gonna say, the only thing I say yes. He said he'll only say yes to an Oscar. And then he takes back that he just kidding. And Tyler Perry takes him back something that I thought was very interesting, y'all. Very interesting. He gonna say, the only person who can get you that, being an Oscar, through the S word is in prison. So just go ahead and stick to no. Unless you into him like that. And I said, who you talking about, Miss Preston Curl? Diddy? You know, I'm like, who else is in prison right now that got action at an Oscar? See, I like, you see? I'm telling y'all know I love a good comment section. I'm always in the comment section. Love them down. I want to see what the people is talking about. I want to see if they agree. I'm looking for that comment that I would have put. You see, so I ain't got to do no typing. I said, so I just say I don't have to do no typing. And like, it was so many people in the comment section that was like, man, get out of here. 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 Y'all be so dismissive when this type of stuff come out. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And that's good. That's good. At least, let me say this. It's good for the people, you know, because they going to need somebody to believe them. Shout out to that. They're going to need somebody to take their side. But I said, not me, baby. Miss Preston Curl ain't going. I ain't going. Listen, I know how to read between the lines. And that's what I did with this. And like, Tyler Perry clearly, like clear as damn day, he wanted this man, okay? It just is what it is. He wanted this man, all right? Now, you want to go all the way back to the beginning? Okay, and point out the fact that he shouldn't even be in contact with the actor? Like, what the hell? You own the whole studio. What did you... How you got time to talk to the talent? Oh, Lord. Outside of being on set. Like, do Tyler Perry even be on set? Like, I have so many questions. Okay, I have so many questions, but it is what it is. Hold on, let's get into what they were saying though. Hey. Hi. Hey, Poopa Star. Shout out to you. So yeah, he told him the only person that can get you an Oscar is in jail. I said, ooh, eek. Let me find out we talking Diddy. Because that's what they be doing. I said, go on, tell us what y'all be doing, Tyler. And then Tyler texted him, you need to let somebody hold you and make the L word to you. Okay? make love to you. That's what Tyler Perry said to this man. You are missing out on some of the best years of your life, my friend. And something about something about him having his mind blocked. And I'm like, peer pressure much? Like, peer pressure much? Like, what boss you know? What boss you know? Worried about you? Effing. Like that. I mean, for real. We all grown. Like, what boss do you know gonna talk like that? One that don't want nothing from you. Like, weird, okay? Just weird. And like, why? So why y'all tossing out this man just automatic out the rip? He lying. That's crazy to me. And then Tyler Perry texted him, said he was jealous of some type of photo. He said, "Oh, that's just me and Brad going for a walk." And Tyler Perry called him thick. I said, Lord have mercy. See. See, right then and there, I started wondering to myself. I was like, oh, okay, wait. Tyler Perry was giving top. He was. Like, out the rip, I started trying to read his language and stuff like that. I'm like, okay, if he calling this man thick and himself a stud, and see, because I'm reading, like I'm saying, I'm reading through the text, like even him saying, let somebody make love to you. You know? I'm like, oh, okay. He want to be on top. Like, Tyra Banks said. Then he texted him, you so beautiful. And when you finally unlock your mind, you're going to drive somebody crazy. And I'm like, sexually? I mean, sorry, I didn't mean to say that word, but like, that's what you mean? He gonna drive somebody crazy like that? Again, Tyler, though, let's go back. I want to go back. I want to go all the way back to square one for the people who say they don't believe it. Why are you talking like this to an employee? It's just so inappropriate. Like, do they have an HR? Yeah. Do they got an HR at Tyler Perry Studios? I'm sure they do. If Bad Boy got an HR, Tyler Perry got one too. The question is, did Derek go to HR? Did Derek go to HR? Because Derek should have went to HR. I don't care what nobody say. You see, one thing about your girl Shay Renee, I don't care. When I really don't care, that be the truth. So shout out to that. That be the real. I don't care. I believe this man, okay? Because Tyler Perry, he just overstepped his boundaries. You know, he did. So anyway, called this man a rose. Called him a rose. Called him beautiful, and then turned around and texted him that he's a rose. You're in rose. But you just refuse to be smelt or opened. I said, ooh, child, look. By that time, I was definitely, you see, yeah, shout out to that. But I was definitely convinced that Tyler Perry wasn't bending over. I read through all the lines, you see, all of them, okay? And so like, but the people they was not having it. You know what I'm saying? It was just people in the comments. Shoot, it was to the point where like I barely seen any comments that was on the same page as me. I seen one person. I don't know if it was a male or a woman. I don't know. because I can't even remember. But I seen one person that was like, this man was wrong and needed to be, somebody should have, like, at least, if nothing else, he should have, like, got reprimanded, like, hey, he tripping, sent to HR. That's exactly what the person said. And I'm like, yes. If nothing else, at a regular job, this is the type of stuff you gonna tell HR about. You see? Because people kept trying to make it seem like they was flirting with each other. Man, that man wasn't really flirting with Tyler like that. He wasn't. To me, he was just responding, like, in the nicest way he could. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's my boss. This is my boss. Okay, 1. 2, we don't know. But it's possible that this could have been the best position that this man ever had in his life come through. Oh my God. Like, can you imagine? In his mind, he probably like, ugh, I just want to throw up. Like, why? Like, ugh. Like, why is this happening to me? Like, why is this happening to me? Just why? Why I can't get my paycheck and go home? You know, like, why my boss gotta like me? Why he wanna pump on me? You see? Like, that could just be so devastating for somebody. I said, I just, you can just feel the devastation. And so, like, I think the man was just trying to be nice, just trying to, like, keep his job. And, you know, to me, Tyler just didn't know how to take no for an answer, y'all, which a lot of people started talking about Christian Keys. Y'all remember Christian Keys that used to work for Tyler Perry? Matter of fact, Christian Keys has been around Tyler Perry for a long time. Okay? Christian was in plays and shows. And Christian accused somebody of the same thing. So people started thinking about him yesterday, playing his old stuff yesterday. Remember, Christian was just tripping too. He was just saying that somebody was like, for real, trying it. He was like, I'm really finna come out. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sick of you. The sad thing about Christian is, though, I think that seemingly he was paid off or something. Something happened that made him just go back and be quiet again. I don't know. Who knows what it is? But that part be sad. Now, that part be sad. That part is extremely sad. And that's one thing that I don't like about Hollywood. Hollywood allows a lot of stuff to fester, if that makes sense. Like, to me, stuff that they could have nipped in the bud, you know, like, shoot, I hate to say it, but like, it's the truth. If Diddy could have been investigated a long time ago, then there wouldn't have been no Jane on the stand. You know, probably wouldn't have even been a Cassie like that. You know, I'm just saying, because I feel like he was doing stuff even before her time. It just is what it is. Like, they just allow the next, there'll be another one. Another one. You see? Because, for instance, this thing with Tyler Perry, if this is true about Tyler Perry, this ain't going nowhere. And that's sad. That's sad. Because Tyler has put himself in a position where it's like, who gonna really stand over him and make sure that he just really just fly straight? You know what I'm saying? And do right by people. Like, seriously. When it comes to business, this is business. I don't want to have, I don't even look at you like that. I don't want you like that. You know? Child, You know, like, how do they fix that? How do they change that? Because if not, I just feel like it's gonna be another one and another one and another one and another one, and it's sad. Again, let me finish telling y'all though. So Tyler Perry takes this man, I'm horny. I don't know if I can say that word here, but he did. He said you know, the H word. And the man said, from testosterone. You know what I'm saying? Because Tyler Perry's like, I hate feeling like this. I like the way I feel, but I hate feeling, you know, the H word. And the man was like, from the testosterone. I guess he's taking testosterone from the doctor. Something like that. Tyler Perry was like, he said it again. I'm the H word, you know? And I said, I bet you that man was annoyed. Like, so? Like, like that's the thing too. People don't understand. Like, when you're a creep, like, you don't. I guess like you gonna need somebody to tell you that like you make their skin crawl. You see, like he needed to tell Tyler the truth of the matter is like somebody, you know, somebody gonna have to humble him. It is what it is. Somebody gonna have to humble him. Even though I'm sure somebody probably tried it. I'm sure there have been plenty of people that probably tried it. Probably, hey, or tried to. But this is the thing. I feel like that money be having these folks just doing any old thing. Cause I don't know why. For some reason, Tyler Perry reminds me so much of Harvey Weinstein. And I think it's because all of the power that they have. You know? All of the power that they have. That's a lot of power for somebody that don't know what to do with it. Abusing it. How you gonna offer somebody life-changing stuff like a movie or a TV show? All the while you have a ulterior motive behind it though. You're not really doing it because you want to bless them. You're doing it for other things. You know what I'm saying? Perverted type of behaviors. That's weird. That to me, I don't care what nobody say. To me, that alone needs some type of regulating. Like for real. You see? For real. That's wild. So then he texts him, basically the man feel like, well, I don't know why Tyler texted him this, but I would say it seemed like it was times where Tyler would text him and he didn't text back right away or something like that, and he would kind of get annoyed. That's what I got from it. You know what I'm saying? Like even at one point he texted him, "What you doing?" And he was like, "I'm talking to my sister," and Tyler was annoyed. He didn't care. He said he was trying to get out the phone with his sister, but I'm on the phone with my sister. What do you want? Like, to me, that's how he handled Tyler. You know, while people making it seem like he was flirting and being flirty back, I didn't get that vibe. I got the vibe like, I'm just trying to keep my job. I got the vibe like, what? Like, how can I help you? You know, like, you know what I'm saying? And Tyler, he just came off like, I'm not gonna lie. He just came off like a wealthy creep. He did. He does. He did and he does. He came off like a wealthy creep in these text messages. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, somebody that don't know how to take no for an answer. That's what Christian Keys said. He didn't say it was Tyler Perry, but he said the person he was dealing with was real persistent, would not let up. And that's how Tyler Perry was acting too, to me. And then so he texted him. He said, I know how to fix this sugar honey iced tea. He said, I know how to kill him off in a show. I said, ooh, you know, I started thinking about Tyler Perry shows. I sure did. I sure did. Because I was just being watching the Haves and the Have-Nots. First of all, I got on the Haves and the Have-Nots just the other day. You see, I said just the other day. Nah, but for real, it was. It was just recently. Now, y'all know a lot of people who know about the Haves and the Have-Not know that the Haves and the Have-Not is old. But I used to hear about it, but I never watched it. I just watched it just recently. Okay, and when I watched it, I watched however many seasons it has, just back to back, back to back to back to back, and it was good. So shout out to that. Shout out to that. That was good. But I will say this: I thought about the way it ended, and the way it ended was weird to me. Yeah, it was. And then I also started thinking about all the freaking characters in it, right? And out of one character, I mean, out of all the characters, one character stood out, and it was this white man on there named Wyatt, or YT man. Mm. In that, they wanted Wyatt to be gay so bad, but he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't. He kept telling his friend who liked him that he wasn't. Like, no matter what, he kept coming through and coming up on certain things where they wanted his character to be gay. You know what I'm saying? And he kept fighting it throughout the whole show. Long story short, Wyatt remind me a lot of this white man right here. Because remind you, Derek is a YT man too. He not black. He's YT. So I started thinking about that show. And like, he dang show, he murked the whole cast. Everybody got murked. And I'm not saying that, you know, I'm just saying it's coincidental to me. I just started thinking about, wow, that's crazy. He basically told us the game. Like, they be putting these shows together for real, for money, but really for ulterior motives, because they already have money. You see, they be doing it because they trying to, period, they trying to own somebody. You see, that's just what that is. That's what they were. They trying to own somebody. Mm. Mm. And give them a job in return, which ain't that's strong going, ain't it? Like, I don't know how they go together. But anyway, so I believed it. Like I said, I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. I believe Tyler Perry was inappropriate with this man. Okay. $260 million worth of inappropriate. I don't know. Think big and let the judge decide. It just is what it is. Shout out to that. Because at the end of the day, this is the thing, y'all. If it was you, if it was somebody you knew, you will want them to go get theirs too. You see? Because at the end of the day, what if he telling the truth? Then Tyler was wrong. Just period. Point blank. And people when you get a regular job, they talk about harassment. You know what I'm saying? So like that type of stuff happen on regular jobs, you know. This, like, it's really nothing new. It's not. Boss has been doing this type of thing since the beginning of time. Okay. Tyler Perry just got caught this time. Honestly, I feel like this man, he made the lawsuit so big, they were unable to settle it behind the scenes. It's possible that Tyler Perry probably feel like this man really ain't got enough on him to go to court, really, to make it stick and rock and roll like that. But at the end of the day, I feel like he should get a coin. Yes, I do. Because at the end of the day, I feel like Tyler Perry, if nothing else, you hear me, y'all? If nothing else, he was wrong for, like, being inappropriate. You know what I'm saying? He was wrong for talking sexual. You know what I'm saying? SEXUAL with the man. Like, don't even go there. Like, you've been in business for a long time. So I know you know the rules. I know you know ain't nobody got to tell you. He was crossing lines that he shouldn't have never crossed. And that's why I say he remind me of Diddy with that. Like, they feel like they got some type of cheat code. Man, it ain't no cheat code in life. It's not. See, if you knew you liked this man, instead of trying to holler at him or whatever, instead of trying to give him a job, you should have just hollered at him. I ain't got nothing for you but yeah. You know what I'm saying? Don't be trying to get no cheap labor out of somebody. That's weird. You want to work them and want them to. Like, no. If you, like, you know what I'm saying? Just say, hey, yeah, what's up? You know what I'm saying? Just do it the old school way. Let your employees really be employees, But I don't care when nobody say Tyler Perry been exposed now. It is what it is. Now you just got to pay attention. Now I'm going to be paying attention to everything freaking thing. But I've been doing that. I pay attention to the men who get out of movies and all that too. You got to question that. If they get a whole lot of roles and stuff, you got to question why, man. Why? Because you ain't that damn fine. It just is what it is. But like, but maybe somebody think you that damn fine. You see? And usually it ain't no woman. I don't care what nobody think. You see? I don't care. I feel like a woman know how to take care of her business. You see? Yeah, for the most part. I don't feel like no woman. A woman ain't doing too much of that. Hiring you because I'm trying to on you later on. Women ain't even thinking about that. Women be about their bag in their bag. If I got a job I'm hiring for, if the person who come get it is fine, so be it. You see? But I'm not looking for them to be fine off the rip. And even if I am looking for them to be fine, I'm not looking for them to be fucking on me. You see? Like, Tyler thought he found the cheat code and he didn't. And this is the thing too, though. He probably, I'm willing to bet, has probably messed with a whole lot of people in the industry. It just is what it is. I'm sure he have. Like we would be out our mind if we think these people don't be for favors. I mean, it just is what it is. They do it. They do it. They be doing it. So now, they didn't child, this man didn't put it out there that Tyler Perry be doing it. I know he hate it. But this ain't the first time. That a man didn't act like they was running from a burning building trying to get away from Tyler Perry. It just, listen, all of this happened so fast, I ain't had time to go back and do my research. But you know how you didn't heard something before? You think you heard something before, but like you forgot the story? That's all that is. I remember a long time ago, a man said something about Tyler Perry and then he was quiet. It made me wonder what happened to him. It made me wonder if he ended up getting paid. Or was he made to shut up about it or something? And then last but not least, in the court papers, he just flat out said Tyler Perry started asking him, or is he a top or a bottom? The man never responded though, but he said Tyler Perry basically indicated that he had been with men and that he was a top. I said, yeah, Ray saw that one. Ray Charles saw that one. But I didn't. Not before he disclosed it. Shoot, running around in there dressing them big old tits and stuff. I thought it was something different. But we don't be knowing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, Tyler Perry don't necessarily give top. But like that would explain a lot about Tyler, though. It would. That would explain a lot about Tyler. But shoot, I can tell you, man, I could just tell you by the way. Listen, one thing about me, I love Madea movies. It is what it is. I love Tyler Perry when he played Madea, but at the end of the day, It's just something about when he played Madea and then he go back to being himself. You never stop seeing Madea. You see, it was just something about the way Tyler Perry hold his mouth. Yeah, Miss Presser Curl. That like it doesn't give hetero. You know. But anyway, whatever Tyler Perry decides to do in the bedroom is his business, you know. He just man, Tyler. In my hearts of hearts, I feel like he just gotta quit trying to do it with people that probably necessarily don't want to be in his bed like that. You know, like let people find you. Let people come to you. You know, the man said Tyler was saying he just do so much for people and he never get nothing in return. Basically, he said he took that as he thinking he wants some S. You know. And it's just sad. It's just sad, like, man, you hired me to do a job. Let me do it. That wasn't included. Don't try to throw that in. You know what I'm saying? Weird. Again, weird. Really, really, really weird behavior. And at the end of the day, God didn't put you in the position to be doing no stuff like that. I don't care what nobody say. They don't. And I hate to say it, I don't want to teach nobody how to be no criminal at all. Miss Preston Curl. Do the right things. For real, like Spike Lee. Share. You see? I'm gonna tell you to do the right thing. But that's wild. I'm like, listen, this stuff is so very telling. I bet you ain't no woman finna come through and talking about no nothing. How much you want to bet? Ain't no woman finna come through talking about no nothing. Now, don't get no ideas. Don't send no woman up in here next week talking about Tyler. I'ma say, I'ma say, Miss Pressing her. He got, you see. I said I wasn't trying to teach y'all nothing, okay? But like now, for real, truth be told, I bet you ain't no woman finna come through. It's gonna be a man, and it's gonna be a man every time. You see, and that's kind of telling. Now I will say this though. I got to. For all of you people who don't believe it. I know. A lot of y'all feel like I think y'all be on the same old school stuff. Everybody just wants his money. You know what I'm saying? Which I do think that, don't get it twisted, I do think that I think that rich people are like targets, if that makes sense. I do. I think they're targets, but that doesn't mean that every single time somebody say they did something, they lying. For real? We gonna think that every single time. Like these MNFers is flawless and perfect people. Man, no. Okay, no. Celebrities are not perfect. And I take it a step further. I think when you get a little money, you really even worse. Like, I think it amplifies whatever you had going on. You see, so if you was already a bitch, I feel like with money, you gonna be even more of a bitch. You see? In Tyler Perry's situation, if you was already, a little, like, if your thoughts was a little weird, well, then that explains why you up the ante a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And you deciding to do things the way you deciding to do things. Because I don't care what nobody say. Like, the average person, right? The average person with a good head on their shoulders ain't gonna be trying to mix no business with no pleasure like that. That's weird. And then I take it a step further. In Tyler Perry's situation, it's even more weird because I don't know. I can't explain. I was finna say, like, for instance, he'll make a show, right? And so, like, let's say it's a show, it's somebody he's sleeping with on the cast. It don't even last that long. That show might be on for 2 years and then it's off the air. So then here come another show and then it's another somebody on the cast. Like, it's weird. He looking for a cheat code. You know, I don't know why he just won't normally date, like date, and then go to work. You see, date and go to work. Date and go to work. I hope when Tyler Perry see himself out of this situation, his ass know how to just date and go to work. You see, because like mixing that, I feel like it's going to get himself in trouble every time. And do I think he deserve it? Yes, because I think he bringing it up on himself. This is stuff that could have been avoided. This is stuff that could have been avoided. At this point, you just look like you don't know how to control yourself, and you look like money just got you feeling like you don't, like, what is no? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is no? Like, you don't know how to accept no for an answer because everything is just yes, 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 yes now. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything. Like, you just, like, you barely hear no. You know? So I think that when he be like, man, how this little po, you know, how this little po MF'er gonna turn me down. You know what I'm saying? But like, no. Money can't buy everything. Money can't buy everything just like it can't fix everything. You know what I'm saying? And Tyler Perry need to get somewhere and sit down. After this, he need to get somewhere and sit down. And I can tell you for real, after this, he definitely need to change the way he doing things because, no, I don't think that man lying on him at all. You see? At all. And then let me take it one step further before I get out of here because I got to go. I got to run for real. Just recently, they had a picture of him and another white T-man on a yacht. And people was like, leave Tyler alone. They just discussing business. And I was like, I was side-eyeing the picture. I was. And this was right before the lawsuit. So, like, this was, like, probably 2 days before the lawsuit. They had a picture of Tyler Perry on a boat with a man. Now, we know who the man is. The man is the man that was just messing with Mariah Carey. Yeah. Shout out to him. He got a little hustle in him. But I would say he's an opportunist. It just is what it is. Because if you go from dancing, being a backup dancer for Mariah Carey, to ending up making your way to dancing in her bed, and then y'all break up, and then now you over here on a yacht with Tyler Perry, like, yeah, you see, I just was like, okay, so it just is what it is. He like, whatever. He doing whatever he doing in the industry, you know? Like, I didn't automatically assume they was messing around, but I took the picture for what it was worth. And the picture, you know, it just is what it is. To me, the picture was insinuating that, like, look at Tyler Perry and old boy. You know what I'm saying? Let me find out Tyler Perry trying to mess with old boy. You see? That's what I took from that. And then the man is so similar to this man that filed the lawsuit on Tyler. So that's another thing, too. I'm not saying that he, like, specifically vanilla, but, yeah, he wanted him. He wanted him. He is a successful, rich, wealthy black man that allegedly, you know what I'm saying, likes the YT. You know what I'm saying? The YT man. It just is what it is because this is a YT man, clear as day. Both of them are YT men. And like I said, they remind me of each other. And the man on the have-nots remind me of them too. You see? So, like, it just is what it is. From here on out, I'm watching you, Tyler. But I can honestly say, I have never seen the show that the man is from. They say some show called Oval. Never watched it. In the show, they say he plays a gay man. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, wow. Wow. You see? And somebody was like, yes, like the proof was all in the pudding. They was like, Tyler Perry is clearly a gay man. They were saying that, like, in his movies, it's going to be gay men. Why is there so many gay men in Tyler Perry movies, but not a lot of gay women? Like, people were saying that. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people just read between the lines. Some people pay attention to everything. Hello, shout out to them. Shout out to that. That's me. I pay attention to everything. So it's hard to get a lot of stuff by me, you know? So yeah. Child. That ish Tyler be having going on ain't really hard to, it's not. You know what I'm saying? The only time, yeah, when he do a show, it just go all the way left, because there's gonna be some gay. There's gonna be some gay. Yeah, it is. It's gonna be some gay people running around that bit. So and yeah, you know what I'm saying? So that just, you know, it just is what it is. Like, I just, yeah. Nobody is shocked. Nobody is shocked. I'm not shocked. I think people are disappointed, especially the ones who are off the rip. I don't believe that. Quit lying. You want some money? Go ahead. You know, I think, you know what I'm saying? I think that they are just more disappointed than anything. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know why they think that man lying. I don't know why they think that man lying. Just off the text messages alone, Tyler seems guilty. Period. Because Tyler shouldn't have been hitting him up. That's just that. That's no different than a principal texting your child. You find out that the pastor is texting your wife. Like, all of that. You see, like, it just, you know what I'm saying? It gave inappropriate, because it's like, why are you even contacting this person? And last but not least, let me tell y'all this too, real quick. I gotta go. But the man was also saying in the lawsuit that Tyler Perry told him that he wants somebody, right? He want to mess with somebody that has somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because he don't want nobody like that. He too busy. And I said, hey, you not out. You just not out. You're not comfortable with being out. You're not comfortable being in a relationship with a man. Just say that, you know? But again, you trying to avoid just regular shit in life that everybody else is doing. You know what I'm saying? He trying to find a cheat code. So you want to find somebody that got somebody. So they ain't all into you and all into your business all the time and just messing with you sometimes. Now, so what you want them to do? Be arguing with somebody all the time because they trying to sneak away from you? And you want to give them a job? You want so you can hold the job over their head? Child, good night. Find you something else to do, Tyler. I'm sure you got plenty. And so it is what it is, Superstars. It's your girl, Shay Renee. I had a funky good time with y'all. I always do. Don't forget to hit the like button, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye, y'all.